Okay, so another kind of a change of subject formula is that we have something like that, and the question would say that it's given that we have this formula over here, cube root of x plus b is equals to k, and we want to express x in terms of a, in terms of a, b, and k. So x in terms of a, b, and k. Okay, what we have here is that from here we want to find, this actually just means change the subject of formula, and we want to find what's x equals to what thing. Okay, so from here it's not that straightforward, but what I want to show you all is that how are we going to get rid of the cube root sign. Okay, so if remember we have cube root of 81. Cube root of 81 is equals to 3, right? So in this case, how to find what is 81 equals to? 81 is equals to 3 cubed. To get rid of the cube root, you essentially cube both sides. Right, and then 81 is in fact equals to 3 cubed. This is an identity you need to know. Is the reverse of cube root is just to cube it. So what I'm going to do here is simply, number one, start from the original formula. So you definitely have to start from the original formula. And what we're going to do is we're going to cube both sides. So I'm going to just show you all in orange how I'm going to do a cube both sides. So if I cube both sides, the cube root actually disappears. So what I have left on the left hand side is simply ax plus b. And on the right hand side, I have k cubed. Okay. Now with here, simple already. I want to make x my subject, right? So it will be ax equals to k cubed minus b, and subsequently x is equals to k cubed minus b divided by 8. Oh, let me just move this fraction down. Okay, divide by 8. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so the idea here is really how to cube stuff, how to reverse, and it works the same for square root. So I can say if I have cube root of a is equals to k is equals to b, a is equals to b cubed. Okay, all by cubing. So what happens if I square root? So square root of c is equals to d. C is in fact equals to d squared. Okay. Part 2, calculate the value of x. Pretty straightforward stuff, just substituting the value here. So x is equals to -1 cubed minus 3 divided by 4, and this will in fact give you -1 minus 3 divided by 4, and it's in fact just equals to -1. Okay, you can just actually use this in your calculator. Now one thing you have to understand is in part 3, because of the change of subject of formula, okay, right here we have x is equals to k cubed minus b over a. This is a fraction, right? X is equals to a fraction now. So for x to be defined, what does this in fact mean? What does this whole sentence mean? For x to define, that means in layman terms, right, it just simply means for x to have a value. Okay, for x to have a value, okay, a must be not equals to a certain value t. Okay, so a must be not equals to t. And what is t? That's what the question is asking you. So we're going to look back at this formula over here that we have found. Okay, we realize that a is actually in the denominator. I say again, a is actually in the denominator. So what cannot be in the denominator? Denominator here cannot be equal to 0. Since, so what's actually this? Let's make sense of it. Since x equals to k cubed minus b over a cannot be equal to 0. Therefore, the value of t is equals to 0. Okay, we need to compare with that and say that t is equals to 0. Okay, we are not saying a is equals to t. We are saying that a cannot be equals to t. That's why t is equals to 0. Okay, something to take note here. So that will be all for example 11. Thank you.